how to lay a path. Here we are going to show you how to construct a gravel, slab or block paving path. You'll find a full list of tools and materials you'll need at the end of this video. A path is a long-lasting garden feature, so take some time to thoroughly plan your design. See our online guide or leaflet for advice on planning and preparation and aftercare. Before you begin, check the area where you intend to lay your path with the cable avoidance tool. You can find these at your local tool hire centre. Then, accurately lay out the position of the path using pegs and string. Using the string as a guide, mark the edges with a spade and then dig out a channel. The depth you'll need to dig to depends on the materials you're using. A gravel path will need a depth of 100 mm, whereas block paving or paving slabs will require 150 mm, plus the depth of the paving or slab itself. We're using treated timber to edge our gravel path. Lay the timber into position and then, starting at one end, drive in treated pegs at intervals of no more than 1200 mm apart. Fix the edging to the pegs using exterior grade screws, checking the level as you go. For a gravel path, you'll first need to lay some landscape fabric. If you need to overlap, allow for 50 mm widthways and 150 mm lengthways. Next, add a 50 mm layer of subbase or hardcore. We're using MOT Type 1. Then, rake until level. Compact the subbase with a tamper or a whacker plate. Now, simply add your gravel and rake to a depth of 25 mm, leaving a gap of 25 mm to the top of the edging. If you're laying paving slabs, start by laying 50 mm of subbase and compact as before. Then, repeat the process with another 50 mm of subbase, so you have an overall layer of 100 mm and compact again. Then, add slab layer to a depth of 25 mm and level with a rake. Following the manufacturer's instructions, add water using a watering can fitted with a fine rose and rake again. Now it's time to lay the paving slabs. Start by dampening the underside of the slab before placing it into position and bedding it in with a rubber mallet. Then repeat this process. Using a spirit level, check that the first two slabs are perfectly level and square, as these will be used as a guide for the others to follow. Continue to lay the slabs, checking the levels as you go. Use offcuts of wood or spacers to maintain a consistent gap between each slab. Following the manufacturer's advice, allow the slab layer to completely dry. If rain is forecast, it's best to cover the path with plastic sheeting whilst it dries. Once the path is dry, fill in the joints by adding water to slab layer, or 4 parts sand and 1 part cement to create a damp mix, and then apply with a trowel. Clean off any excess mortar from the face of the slab. For block paving, as for paving slabs, start by laying and compacting 2 50 mm layers of subbase. Then, add a layer of lightly dampened sharp sand and compact to a depth of 50 mm with a suitably sized piece of timber. Lay the block paving, lightly bedding them with a rubber mallet and regularly checking the levels as you go. Once the path is in place, brush kiln-dried sand into the joints before compacting with a whacker plate for the final time. Apply more sand if necessary to fill in any small gaps in the joints. Here is the list of the tools you'll need to lay your path. And here are the materials you'll use. And this is the recommended safety equipment needed.